Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Sean Killian versus Josh Kipp, and this is going to be round 1 of GG Jibriel's 2v2 Ironman tournament for $2,000, and also make sure to check out GG Jibriel's YouTube channel, link down below at the very top of the description, if you want to go ahead and check out any of the content he's been making. But we have Jiaolong, Perulia, Holisu, Azuna, Lupus. They have Lollipop, Ash, Lollipop called by Purge, and then 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. And okay, going ahead and going into the main phase. Wait, this hand, this hand's pretty garbage. It does work though. Holisu revealed Jiaolong, special summon out. And then Jiaolong effect, special summon out. Yep, that's fine. And then on res, anything. I was gonna say, maybe they're thinking about if they could make Rock here and normal Azuna to get to their level 5. Because they pressed like the think button there for a second. But go in the Ripper effect. Did we just try to Ash a card that says negate Ash, and we have no other monster hand traps in hand to potentially be doing that for a reason? There's no reasoning behind these plays. We're one play in, no reasoning. Ripper negate, end him, end the game, punish Josh Kipp for doing whatever he just did. And then if you read this, also it only negates the effect, it doesn't negate activation. I had some people comment, like, if you Ripper negate, can you Azuna? Yes, it only negates the effect, it doesn't negate the activation. So go ahead, set Forced Release from Dex, search Jolkol summon itself out plus Lupus. Jolkol, go ahead, search out Lantern. And it's like, wow, we actually would have been stopped on Ripper pass if they just purged it. If they decided to purge it, which I think you would have, right? Because they're going to leave Ripper up the whole time, so you just have to accept that Ash is unusable. It's just not going to be playable this game, at least this turn, and you can't go this turn without at least hand trapping them, otherwise they're going to get to do a lot. Well, I was going to say, it's actually not, like, too much, but, like, it's enough to beat you, because right now we lose to just Quick Play Spell or an Ash Knight. So, pass, they draw Fiendsmith Tract. Okay, so they're playing Fiendsmith cards in the deck. They're going to go main phase, activate Tract, add Lurie, discard Lurie effect, special summon itself out. And then, I was going to say, after they Nash Knight, though, they have Azuna in the Lupus. So, I mean, they still have a good amount of interruptions here. Quick play spell, summon out Werewolf, pop the Lurie. And then, okay, they just go ahead and emit defeat, so that way they don't reveal exactly what deck they're on. On to the next game, we see Josh Kipp go first. I think I would have just scooped, though. They had too many interruptions. You're not beating that. But I guess maybe you show them Tract and hope that they side for a Fiendsmith deck and not a Yummy deck. I don't even know what the differences would be. Like, if they put in, like, Bell, Bistials or something to try to, like, beat Fiendsmith, that also just, like, helps the Yummy stuff. But now we have Caesar, Azuna, a Case for K9, Stake Your Soul, and Lantern. They have Ash, Cookie, Song, Druisworm, and Lollipopo. So, main phase, activate Song, special summon out a token. Turn the token in the Requiem effect, tribute to go special, Lacrima, and then Lacrima effect to go ahead and dump the Engraver, Requiem effect to equip, and then turn those in the Necro equip, Engraver effect, put back, special summon out. I was gonna say, now we can Azuna, which maybe something that we should have done is when they Requiem effect to equip, is activate Azuna, so that way we can, you know, go ahead and get that out of the way. The Azuna dump, we could Lupus summon back out. And then if they have, like, Ash or Bell or something, or even Ogre to stop our, like, Canine stuff, then they don't get to draw off Necro Equip. Because now they get to draw, they draw into Engraver there. Activate the Engraver effect. We know they play Song plus Tract. So go ahead, discard, and then grab out Tract from the decks in the hand. Or, okay. They also play Paradise. That makes sense. They play a lot of Fiendsmith cards. So it grabs out Paradise, link off, go into Sequence, and then activate Sequence effect to go ahead, put back, and then special summon out. I mean, like, Caesar's not bad. Like, Caesar's actually pretty good. But I guess it is, like, a little bit awkward into, like, Raisin. And also Paradise, just having that setup's really good. Make Agnumde, Desiree, put back Sequence, out Azuna. Agnumde, summon back out the Desiree from the graveyard. And now we just play with our Yummies, normal Cookie, make Snatchy. And then Snatchy effect to go place the extender effect, special summon back out Cookie from grave. And now use those to go into Cupsy. And then Cupsy effect to search, grab out the Cupsy Yummy, and then grab out Lollipo. Definitely don't discard Paradise. That card's the nuts in hand. Discard Lollipo, special out Cupsy, and then Cupsy effect to go search, grab out Yummy Surprise from the decks of the hand. Yeah, it's gonna make our back row like really solid. Like we'll have Surprise plus Paradise back there. Special Lollipo, make Snatchy, turn those in the Lollipo Yummy way. The Synchro effect, special summon back out 2 from the graveyard, summon out Cupsy's Lollipo, and then Synchro off in the Metal Marcher, summon back out a Lollipo from the grave, and then we make Herald of Arclight, and then we can turn the Lollipo that's negated in the Snatchy, and then set the Surprise, set Paradise, pass, and I mean, that should be pretty good. Like, I was going to say good enough to win, but I wasn't even looking at their hand when I said that. I was just thinking, like, if I made a board like this, I would feel confident enough to win. I mean, it's just Yummy end board, but then you also added, like, Desiree on top of it. And Paradise. Now it's not bad. Draw Called By. And then go main phase. I mean, Called By will trade at some point with something. Case of K9, go ahead, grab out Jokul. It's just whether will it trade with Herald? Will it trade with Desiree negate? Will it trade with them just chaining Druisworm on the Herald or something? We'll find out. Okay, so go ahead, search, stake your soul, reveal the Jokul that we just searched to go ahead and try to special summon out from the deck. And then they're going to Herald negate, and then chain Called By, so we can't chain the Druisworm there because they don't have the body on board yet. So now we're going to go ahead, chain Desiree to negate stake your soul, plus Called By, plus the Desiree in case if they take it with a Talons. Yup, you should basically always Desiree negate itself. Not going to lie, game 1, I forgot the XYZ negated. Wild. That is wild. That is wild. That is pretty wild. The card that stops hand traps beats hand traps. Weird. We have Rhoda, Thrust, Holly Sue, Stake Your Soul, Jokul. They have Perulia, Cupsies, Nibs, Surprise, and Imperm. So drop Perulia. They go Rhoda to go search. Grab out Raisin. They also have Thrust. Like, they have a very strong engine here. Like, Stake Your Soul into Perulia, too. Stake Your Soul, summon out Dr. Madlove. Dr. Madlove effect to go search. Yup. They're going to grab out Field Spell, Jokul effect, summon out itself plus Holly Sue. Okay. They draw on the Gozen. Okay, there's a win condition. It's a pretty good win condition. Activate the Field Spell to go ahead, search out for a Jowlong. Activate the Jokul to search out for Lantern. Holly Sue to go ahead, summon out a Burger. Overlay in the Ripper. And then we have Ripper effect. They go ahead and imperm that. Now they go Burger effect, reveal, draw on the Talents. Okay, at least we can't get hit with Talents yet. Summon Lantern, special back out. But the problem is we will get hit with Talents. So anything on res, they're going to try to Lantern search. They said thinking res before you Lantern search. Because otherwise that's just going to grab like a case of K9. Potentially, and then Case of K9 can go ahead, search out like a Zuna, and then they could like pop it with the Nashonite things. Either way, they're just gonna get a card they don't want them to get. Like, even if they just search the Quick Play Spell for free, like, we don't want them to have that card for free in hand. Normal summon out Raisin, they draw into Mingyong. But I guess like maybe looking back on it, like, I wonder if we did need to drop Nib. But I guess, I don't know. Yeah, they probably go for Case of K9 and then in the Nashonite. Yeah, no, it's probably not worth it. Yeah, I probably just drop Nib there. Raisin, go ahead, search out Dr. Madlove. They draw the Yummy Field Spell. Talents to look at hand now, and then they're just going to rip Gozen out of hand because that card could easily win the game. Thrust to go ahead, search Black Goat. Raisin effect to go ahead, pop Nib, because I know Madlove Jowlong in hand, and then Rock add back the Holly Sue from grave to hand, and then we can go set Black Goat, and then pass turn, they draw Cookie. It's a lot of Yummies, not a whole lot of Fiendsmith tracked. Normal summon out Cookie effect, go ahead, search out Yummy Surprise, and then activate Black Goat, calling Snatchy, which is really good. They're just going to go Battle Phase, activate Yummy Surprise to special out Lollipo, and then Lollipo effect to shuffle back the Black Goat there. And then attack over the rocks. This has to attack token. But it says while you control a Vanquish Soul monster. We do not control a Vanquish Soul monster. They said, oh, never mind. While I control Vanquish Soul, yeah. Now they link off in the moon. Because, I mean, they can't make Snatchy, and they probably don't play Anima with how they've shown this. Otherwise, they may have summoned that right here and at least taken the token. Or maybe not. Because then they have to Caesar pop. They don't get value out of Raisin pop. Holly Sue and the Raisin, Raisin and the Caesar, Caesar bounce back to special, Caesar to pop Moon, and then from here, yeah, they just submit the feed. GG. Same account next. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and see Sean Killian versus Josh Kipp. To be fair, Josh Kipp completely threw the game one by using Ash over Purge. So that's like deserved. We have a case for K9, Staker Soul, Jiaolong, Nib, Dr. Madlove. They have Pot of Desires, Nib, Linkage, Multi-Roll, Engage. Okay, so only hand trap is Nib. Normal Dr. Madlove, effect, go ahead, grab out Field Spell, nothing on res. Field Spell goes Search, grab out Holly Sue from the deck to the hand. And then, obviously, nothing on res there. We're not gonna drop Drill now. I guess we could be dropping Fua now. Wait until after the Field Spell Search, yeah. Rock effect to add back to Dr. Madlove. And then activate Holly Sue, special summon out, so that's summon 3. Stake your soul, reveal Jiaolong to go special, that's summon 4. Bring out Raisin, Raisin effect to go search, grab out Burger. And then we're going to go Holly Sue to special from deck, chain Burger, bounce back Raisin. So now this is the 5th summon, and then bring out Jiaolong, on res, activate Nib, chain Jiaolong, reveal Jiaolong Raisin, chain Burger to draw on the Fua, and then go ahead, search out for a Holly Sue, and then tribute the board, pass over the token before they can go for a Ripper. Now, Jiaolong effect is special. Bring that out. Activate a case for K9 to search out Jokul, but it's like, yeah, the case of K9 is also just really good there. Being able to get us access to a lot of level 5s, and a lot of level 5s equals we win the game. Go for Ripper. Ripper effect. Well, I guess not guaranteed, right? Not against the opponent's deck. Go ahead, search Ozuna, set quick play spell. And then summon out Lantern, bring out Jokul from grave, overlay those in the Nash Knight. Nash Knight effect. Go ahead, attach their monster, attach the Masquerade, and then summon out the C Nash Knight, detach to summon out Masquerade, and then just go ahead and pass turn. So now they draw on 2 Linkage, another one. Not once per turn though, so we can use multiple. Activate Pot of Desires to start off the game. And then that will draw on 2 Ray plus Engage. Oh. We banish. I guess we don't have a Linkage in deck. We lost a Widow Anchor, a Rose, but we should be playing at least 2. And then we banish a Limeliness Gate, but that's fine. Yeah, I would say all those banishes are fine. Activate Multi-Roll, set Linkage, Multi-Roll, target Linkage, chain the Quick Play spell to summon out Werewolf, and then pop the Multi-Roll. Now, said Toast wants to ask a question. Whose idea was it to bring Striker? The Joe Dietrich special, and I got stuck playing it. Yeah, so now they're going to go set Engage, activate Engage, because they have Werewolf to rip from hand, which they do here. Then they could... what's the plan here? Is it chain Linkage to send Linkage? And then that also means Engage gets to draw 1. Or I guess you just send the Engage, right? Oh, okay. Shouldn't we have just sent the Engage for free? Because I was thinking send the Linkage at first too, but then I was like, wait, there's no point of doing that. And then they did it. And now they're gonna, yeah, Ray's gonna get banished from hand. They get to bring out 0, search for Widow Anchor, draw on the Super Poly. There's potential. There's potential. I'm liking the potential that is happening right now. Thinking of 0 effect. Yes, using 0 effect to add, because they were thought about using the tag out effect. They're going to chain Masquerade to try to negate, rip from the hand, chain Widow Anchor onto the Masquerade. Searching out Engage. Okay, I'm not taking the Masquerade though. And then activate Engage. They also should have summoned Werewolf in defense. There's no point of summoning it in attack, because otherwise they can steal it. And it has 33 attack. I guess it doesn't matter, right? It just has a bunch of attack on it. Yeah, it's not like a Talon Steel or anything. It could be a Talon Steel, though. I guess we never, like, knew their hand to begin with. So, yeah, it definitely could have been a Talon Steel. But it only attacks once, but it also gets to banish if they take it, potentially. But now they're just going to go activate the set engage, grab out Hornet Drones, and then draw into Fua. At least we have Super Poly. The opponent does have light, but these don't matter anymore. This doesn't matter anymore. This one matters, but we don't. I doubt we can Super Poly it away. Hornet Drones, summon out a token, turn the token into Kagari. Kagari effect, add back multi-roll. Sure. Now from here, they admit defeat? They admit defeat? I feel like we didn't play through anything there. I feel like we could have done that better. At some point, dude. There had to have been, like, things that we could have done better. There's no way. I don't know if we win, but we definitely could have done that better. At least to the point where we don't scoop halfway through our combo without actually, like, threatening the game. Now we have Azuna, Lupus, Stake Your Soul, Start, Trap. Okay, this is pretty bad. Strikers going first. They have Linkage, Talons, Called by, Judgment, Engage. Okay, I mean, that hand is pretty good. Activate Engage. Go ahead, grab out Ray. Could have chained Linkage, and then search something else, but wants to have Ray in rotation. Ray and the Kagari. Kagari add back. Yup, this is fine. Link off in the shiz. Okay, Josh doesn't know how to play the deck. That just wasn't real. You don't end on shiz and striker anymore. That's not real. You just go Ray effect, tag out, summon 0, 0 effect, grab engage, pass. And technically, I guess you get to grab one less engage. I guess maybe they just want to set up multiple engage. But there's just no way. I mean, it's gonna work out probably because the opponent drew no engine. But, like, we really only have Judgment Called by and pray that it's gonna keep us alive. Like, I guess we have Ray to tag out on their turn. I don't know. Or, oh, wait. This works. Hold on. I actually like this. If you have Linkage in hand plus Ray, then you just grab Engage and then Linkage to summon out the 0. Hold on, I'm behind. I haven't played Striker with 0, but yeah, this is nice. I like this. Search the double Engage, and then search potentially even the triple Engage if you want it. And then we still get the interruption off of it. Draw Talons, and then go main phase, activate Start. Okay, it's actually pretty sick. Get triple Engage. Start, activate Stake Your Soul, reveal Azuna. Go ahead, special summon out Holly Sue from the deck. Field spell to try to go ahead, search. And then in response, chain 0. Go ahead, summon out Rose, Ray, and then pop. I was about to say, if they pop the Holly Sue, like, it would work out because they don't have a Vanquish shoulder reveal, but that would have been incredibly risky. Activate Talents to draw. Draw on the Called by Dr. Madlove. And now activate Holly Sue, reveal Azuna, Madlove to go ahead and take. So let's just take the one with lowest attack. I mean, we could chain Ray, summon Kagari, and then they have to take Rose, and then we get Kagari effect add back, grab back Linkage. So we have a lot of pushes on the next turn. We don't have any spells in grave yet, though. We will have one with Called by at least, and then go in the Rock with Holly Sue, Rock effect to add back the Holly Sue, and then Holly Sue effect to reveal the special summon out. Tribute summon over Rose for Lupus. Wants to hold the Azuna in hand. So can I read other one? Yeah, reading the Azuna. And then summon out Ripper. Then they're just going to Judgment the Ripper summon. Go ahead out that. And then they just submit defeat. So on to game 3 now. We'll see Vanquish Soul go first. Do they draw a good hand? We have Rhoda, Stake Your Soul, Thrust, Azuna, Trap. Yeah, I would say it's good outside of the Trap. And then they have Fua, Multi-Roll, Droplet, Rhoda, Linkage. Okay, and they do have a monster effect to make Thrust live, but they do also have Fua to try to hold the opponent back. Rhoda into Raisin, normal Raisin effect, grab out Burger, and then on res. We don't drop Fua, we just let them go in the Rock. Rock effect, add back Raisin. Stake Your Soul, reveal Azuna, chain Fua. Summon out Holly Sue, they draw on the Widow Anchor. Holly Sue effect to go special, bring out Mad Love, they get to draw again, draw on the Desires. Mad Love in the field spell into Jowlong. And then bounce back to summon Burger effect, draw on the Case of K9, Jowlong effect, special summon itself out. Overlay those into Ripper. They get to draw another card. They draw Widow Anchor, Ripper effect, grab out Jokel, and then go ahead set the quick play spell from the deck. Activate a case for K9, grab out Lantern. That's fine. Activate Thrust to go set Black Goat from the deck, set the trap, and then pass turn. They draw on the Ray, and even though we gave them a lot of draws, I think we still have a pretty good chance of winning this. If we survive this turn, should be able to, hopefully, maybe, not guaranteed. Activate Pot of Desires to go ahead and banish. I forget what they knew in hand, but I think they know every card, actually. Pretty sure they know every card, and they basically should know that they set the trap from hand by how they played it. I guess not guaranteed. We know the quick play spell, we know Black Go. I mean, we know most of what they have, if not all of it. Do you ever just like Widow Anchor, stop Rock, and make it to where they can't add back the Holly Sue? But Desires go banish, and then draw into the third Widow Anchor plus another Droplet. Banishing 2 engage, okay, 2 engage and a linkage, and then a Ray, that's fine. Well, I guess losing double engage might suck, but we don't even have an engage in hand yet, so it's not like we're going to be grabbing multiple this game. Activate multi-roll, and then set Rhoda, and then multi-roll effect, chain the quick play spell, and then chain rock effect to add back the Holly Sue, and then they said, okay, so grab back Holly Sue, summon out Werewolf, pop the multi-roll, Burger, reveal, go draw on the Harpies. Okay, so it really is, you better end the game this turn or we win the game. Like 100% now. Normal Ray. And then just link Ray off in the Kagari. Oh, it kind of sucks, because, like, if you tribute Ray, then they call 0, which is, like, commits Ray to get multi-roll add back, and then feels weird, feels fine, I guess. We only have one spell engraved now. Activate multi-roll, chain Werewolf, chain Droplet. It's like you can't drop. We can Droplet. It's like a little weird because it could chain Snow Devil to still resolve looking at the hand, which I don't hate. I don't hate doing that. Like, I think that's like fair enough against Striker. Like, the board wipe isn't that good against them, so honestly this might even like have extra value because now this is negated by Droplet. The other bodies off board just got wiped off the field. We still get to resolve Werewolf. Droplet wasted some cards. I guess it just wasted a bunch of spells to grave, though, at least. So now, rip Linkage from hand. Yeah, Ray Effect, special summon back out from the graveyard. That is fine. They have Battle. Could have also Rhoda to search Rose first, and you could summon Rose in battle. But go Battle, they go Widow Anchor. Yeah, they can't because Ray. They also can't because it's Dropleted. They also could have Ray beat over, force them to reveal. Now they just go Blacko onto the Link 2. Go ahead, bring out Hayate, sure. Hayate attack directly, use the effect to dump, okay, dump Ray. Yeah, this game's over, we're just kind of waiting for it. Widow Anchor take, they don't catch it, okay, so the Widow Anchor goes ahead, and they did caught that it was half by Droplet, though. Make SP effect to banish the field spell, sure. And then, from here, I mean, they have Rhoda. They have set Widow Anchor, set End Phase. You couldn't have stolen Burger because it's Droplet negated, but we can go accepted game state. I don't mind. Okay. So they go set Widow Anchor, summon Holly Sue. They have Widow Anchor that's able to out Holly Sue. They're going to go multi-roll, target the Rhoda Tassenda, so they can't respond to the Widow Anchor. So Widow Anchor, just go ahead, snatch that. Link off into Azalea Temperance, which doesn't do anything here. And then, what, makes Shiz or something? End phase. So don't want to slow roll you, shows Harpies. Yeah, just GG's. Yeah, that was tough. Maybe if they had Evenly. Oh, Evenly could have given them a chance for sure. Yeah, Evenly could have traded ridiculous there. Because it's not like we have to end the game in our striker deck. Maybe, actually, once I said that, maybe we do. I don't know. I disrespect this deck a lot. This deck is like, it's okay. It's an okay deck. It's not that good, though. And also, it doesn't feel like it has a very good matchup in the Vanquish Soul. It feels like Vanquish Soul actually seems like it has a pretty decent matchup into that. I guess it also depends how you build your striker deck. If you have hand traps, make Azuna a little bit better. You can make Thrust a little bit better. Maybe you just play board breakers, more spell cards. I don't know. I don't know how I'd build it. Also, if you play all spell cards, then you could get Dice Smashered, and Dice Smasher still hurts you, even if you're on Striker, because you can't attack, you can't use any effects, and then next turn they just try to push you down. So I don't know. I don't know where or how I'd try to play Striker, but it seems like it's pretty tough. We just gotta wait for Ryan Yu to go ahead, take this deck to another YCS, and then see how we gotta build it. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.